think running a day spa is all massages and relaxation? There is nothing relaxing about owning a day spa, but we're here to help. Serious spa owners know that being in the spa business isn't for the weak. It takes hard work, planning, and just a bit of luck. We should know because we've owned a successful day spa for over 20 years. Now we're opening up our playbooks and giving you the business insights to run your day spa rather than letting it run you. This is a Spapreneur podcast with Lynn Graves and Ramona Rice.
This is take 3 of this podcast?
Yeah, well, now she's having a meltdown, and it's because her computer had a ringtone that came on it.
Because when you have Apple product, technology sometimes is a wonderful thing, and sometimes it's not. So when you have Apple products, they all talk to each other, which seems like a good idea until your cute fiance, who's been out of town and he's missed you because he's,
That's reasonable. And he calls.
And it's a reasonable time because it's 10 o'clock on a Sunday. But I'm doing a fucking podcast right now.
Okay. All righty.
And then this one over here decides to go off on her own, rent a very big piece of equipment, tries to dig a hole. And what did you do?
No, now you missed the whole point of the story.
Tell the story.
We weren't going to do a question this week because I wanted to tell my story because I'm still whining after Valentine's.
We're all so sick of hearing about Valentine's Day.
Yes. Okay. Well, the day that I tried to blow up the building, I also had a big auger. And if you don't know what an auger is, to dig a hole for a fence post.
You did not do your Lowe's homework.
You did not do your Lowe's homework. So I say to myself while waiting on the electrician to come fix it, I'll go try this auger out and see how hard it is to dig a hole.
Okay. I love that you're saying this right now so people can hear you're crazy.
And you're not crazy.
After I blew up my building, let me now go try this other electrical appliance over here in a yard that's already almost killed her pilot and she got trapped in the U-Haul.
I'm just saying. So I started it up, cranked it up, and the handle's kind of like a motorcycle handle, so you gotta, and I've roomed it twice, and it yanked out of my hand. It spun around, tried to take me out, and hurt my wrist, and I went, I don't think so. And I packed that mother up, and I took it back to Home Depot. But now I have a hurt wrist, so I'm going to have to figure out how to do my work.
So what is the lesson in this, Sussy?
I'm paying $2,500 to have a fence built. That was my lesson.
So, okay, is this the last we're going to hear about Valentine's for a while?
Well, that wasn't really Valentine's. This was just sort of...
It was the after effects, because she had used all of her brain power, the common sense in there, and the Sybil was fully enraged.
No, I would have done that anyway because I'm a do-it-yourself. I wanted to see, and it only took 2 turns of the thing to make me go, oh, hell no. Not this girl.
Okay, I would have seen the damn auger, and I would be like, oh, hell no, not this girl.
Well, I got to admit, I got a little nervous when he loaded it onto the cart, and I went, that mother looks big. I didn't think it looked that big. So
that's what she said. All right, we're the Spapreneurs, and today, on top of that day, more events that happened today have inspired this episode.
I kept thinking Mercury's in retrograde. Is the moon full? I mean, what the hell's going on?
I think it's February. February is actually a really awful month. It's the longest, shortest month in the world.
Yeah, it does feel that way. But you know what?
It's almost over.
Almost over. And by the time this has come out,
March is here.
Not only that, we will have changed the clocks again.
No, not yet.
March 11th?
No.
No, it'll be the weekend
before.
after.
Yes. Yes, so be ready. Spring forward. Yes.
Yay!
Okay. So, that day, Ceci had enough. I was going out to dinner with my friend Angie, and Ceci was like, Mona, I've had enough. I would like to order Chinese food for dinner.
I didn't even want to think about food, about how to serve food.
So our local Chinese place has online ordering.
Who's an award-winning.
And they're delicious.
Incredible place. No MSG.
Really friendly service. We've ordered there for like 20 years.
Love
them. Boy, did they shit the bed this time.
Wow.
Yeah, and this, I want you guys to hear the full story. So about 4:45, I placed the order in online. I have the email notifications online, okay? Put my credit card
Chinese restaurant.
And it's literally 2 miles down the road. We could have walked there if we had to. Technology. This is really important. Order all the stuff. Really excited because, it only takes a couple minutes to order, but it was so much easier to order online. It just is. Some people, especially when you know a brand, you're like, you don't need to call. I don't want to deal with the calling.
Right.
So I'm just like, everything else is on the order.
Sybil would not have allowed me to do it online. Sybil would have insisted that I pick up the phone. So,
well, Ramona had other things she was doing, so she was like, let me do this very quick. So I go out to dinner with my friend Angie. We're talking wedding. We're talking other things. I'm at a restaurant, and I get a call. It's the Chinese food, according to the online thing and the email I received, said it would arrive at our house at 5:50.
Now, she told me that when she left out.
Yeah.
I thought maybe she meant 6:50 because by now the 5:50 is come and gone.
I get a call about 6:30. I'm in the middle of a restaurant. Hi, this is Chinese restaurant. I'm not going to say their name.
Yeah.
We just got your order and faxed. I'm like, excuse me? I put an order in at 4:45 and at 6:30. So that's an hour and 15 minutes.
It was a long time.
Long time. No, 2 hours.
It was a long time.
It was almost 2 hours. And I just got your order, and, do you still want this? I'm like, excuse me? What do you mean you just got my order? Well, and the girl, I could tell she had not been trained about how to handle a situation like this. And then she says the words, well, you should have called and checked. And I lost it. And I'm not one of those. I want to be really clear. Because I've been in customer service so long, I am Disney trained on customer service. So guest service means everything to me. Like, the guest is king. You don't let them walk all over you, but guest is king. And you don't do stupid things like this. But I said to her, I was like, okay, when I place an order on Amazon online, I don't call Amazon to check that they got it in.
Hell, you can't call them.
When I order pizza from Domino's, guess what? The pizza comes. This is ridiculous. And on and on. So, and I have to call my mom. It just becomes a clusterfuck.
So then they finally called me.
They didn't call you. You called
them. And by now it's been over 2 hours.
No, it's been over 3 hours since I ordered.
So I say to them, I'm checking on our order. Is it on its way? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are in the process of getting it to you. And I worded it very carefully. I said, how much time before it gets here? Oh, well, ma'am, it's in the kitchen. It's going to be about 30 minutes. I said, you know what? Just forget it. Just forget it. By now, I'm tired, cranky, and I'm hungry.
And I'm pissed because never did a manager come on the phone. Never did an owner come on the phone. Never was there, I'm so sorry, this is going to be free because we messed up. It was all, well, you should have called to check on it. That's not my job.
I am giving them a pass, and I will continue to order from them, but not online, certainly, because they've been so good in the past and so wonderful in their food. The product, it meets expectations and it exceeds it. So they have built a reputation with me that I am forgiving this one time, but I won't use their new service.
Here's the deal. We in our industry in spa land, a lot of you want to do online booking. A lot of you want to add these things. And we have our own kind of issues right now.
I have major issues with Salon Clouds. I'll call them out on this. With Salon Cloud.
Salon Clouds, you fucking suck.
Well, yeah,
I'm
right
sorry,
now, their
customer
service has been extraordinarily bad.
So right now, spapreneurs, if you were looking
Please
at Salon Clouds,
do not
stay away.
Go to Salon Cloud.
Spa Boom is a great company. Go with them.
Spa Boom, I at one point thought that they were too small for us, but I'm thinking about shutting down Salon Clouds and going back to Spa Boom. And they don't offer an app, but you know what? I can live without an app.
I think at this point we don't need the app.
And very disappointed all the way around because...
And it's cost us so much money.
Yeah, and they didn't... Not only did they not meet my expectations, but then they didn't even try to
fix it
or follow through. And that's important in our industry when we're dealing with people to be able to deliver what we say we're going to deliver. And if we don't deliver it, how can I make this better for you? What can I do to make it better?
We have a rule at Spapreneur. Number one is don't fuck with the money. But number two is the customer's never right. But that doesn't mean the customer's expectations should not be met. The customer's expectations must be met.
Yeah,
I got an expectation from that Chinese food restaurant. At 5:50, food was going to be delivered to my door.
Yes. That is similar to expecting a 90-minute massage and getting a 60-minute massage.
Yeah, and that happens.
See the correlation here?
Or expecting to get a deep tissue massage and getting something else.
Relaxation. So you got to know and pay attention to details, and you got to follow through on what it is you're saying you're going to deliver to the people.
So here's all kinds of scenarios. We're going to go over this episode about how if you rely on technology too much and trust it too much without doing the follow through with the customer care. Technology is a wonderful thing. We love having online booking requests. We're big, strong proponents of using email marketing.
Yes.
We are enormously so about selling gift certificates online. However, you must make sure, number one, that all the stuff works before big events or like you release
We tried. I got to say, we honestly tried. And thank God we have delivered so well in the past that our clients have been very forgiving on us.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
they're not going to continue to do that.
So we have to fix it. But two is that if we messed up, you got to fix it. And you got to fix it right away. Right away. And that's sometimes hard to admit you made a mistake.
Oh, I don't have. I am one of those. I have no problem admitting.
But I do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't anymore, but I used to. Because I would get really defensive, and sometimes you have to say, "Look, I messed up. I'm sorry."
That's that personal thing. See, you're taking it all personally.
Yeah.
No, business is business, and none of us are perfect. And you're going. My mantra is something's going to go wrong. Something is. It's just how are you going to fix it when it does?
Okay. So number one, we're going to use the rule of the Chinese place. Number one, you're going to make sure your order thing works.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they lost out on a $93 order. That was not a cheap.
Yeah,
cheap
no,
meal.
they're not cheap, but they are worth it.
But they
lost that.
They lost that, number one, and they probably made half the food by the time, and they had to take that as loss. So that's number one. Number two is this: the girl at the front desk. Sure, she called the first time. We should not have talked to her after the second or third time. It should have been a manager and owner.
Yeah, absolutely. It really should have. It should have gone up the chain, and there should have been some reassurance. But so if you find yourself in a situation where you have not delivered what was promised, i.e. you didn't give them the 90-minute, you only gave them a 60-minute.
Here's an example. So a couple years ago, we used to have this great client, Walt East. He was wonderful, and he would always get 90-minute ashiatsus. He was a Navy chaplain, so he got stationed somewhere else. He happened to be with his wife visiting some friends local in the area. He decided to get a massage. The front desk people didn't know him like they used to know him because, we had changed front desk people and all, and they scheduled him 60-minute ashiatsu. So when he came back out, he goes, "Ramona, I always get 90-minute ashiatsus." Luckily, I was able to find someone to give him a free 30-minute ashiatsu on top of that, and it was fine. And I was able to fix it. But I didn't charge him for that 30 minutes, and I didn't charge him for the 60 minutes because we messed up.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to suck it in and say, I was wrong.
But here's...
Not always.
No. But here's where it could have been fixed. Number one, at the front desk, they should have asked, "Hi, I have you here. You're going to be here for a 60-minute ashiatsu." And immediately he would have been like, "No, I want a 90-minute ashiatsu." And it would have given us time to fix. So that's step one. Step two, the therapist, it was Lindsay. I'll never forget that.
Lindsay.
No, you don't. No, well, we love her now.
Work for us
now she doesn't work for us. She's fantastic. But she should have asked. And every time, guys, you have somebody that comes onto your table. Okay, so we've got you scheduled for whatever it is on that ticket. Ask the client that is a simple 5-second rule that will save your ass so many times. And so many of you skip it.
On Facebook that said, I think it was in the Spapreneur group. It was Beth.
Yeah.
Bless her little heart. Now, she did the opposite. They wanted a 60 minute. She gave them a 90-minute. Now, if you're going to screw up, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So, they got more than they expected, and that worked for her.
But the simple thing of, "Hi, even if you see them every week, I have you scheduled for a 60-minute, and then they can be like, "Whoa, no, I told the front desk," because things happen. We are human beings. Or the client could have booked it wrong if you have online booking. They could have accidentally pressed the wrong thing.
Yes.
Okay? Because clients never make mistakes. Never. So what I'm saying, guys, is I don't want you to rely so much on technology that you lose that intimate human connection, because we are a business when it's truly successful and you're truly successful, you connect with people.
Yeah. So, and when it messes up because of the electronics, you need to set aside the time and dive in there and find out what happened. Was it the client? Was it the program? Was it you? Like with us, we found out that our gift certificates with this new program, you cannot print one to give it to your loved one. You have to email it to yourself and then go about, pull it back up, download it, and then print it. And that's very inconvenient for a lot of people. We did not know that until a client came in and said, "I hate your new gift certificate
And when
program."
we were in the sales call with them, that was really clear.
Yes, it was. So once we became aware of it, we started digging into the problem. You got to take the time to start digging in so that you don't have others. If it's bothering one, it's going to bother everybody else.
For every one person that's willing to tell you, there's 10 other people that are not, and they're going to shop somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you this Valentine's Day, we lost money on gift certificates here.
We did. I've got the records that show that, and it's a lesson learned, but I'm going to fix it one way or the other. Yeah. I'm going to fix it. So, all of this idea for this show came up because just yesterday, we are sitting at this pizza place that Ramona dearly loves.
And I don't dearly love it. It just was, I knew the kids like it a lot. It's affordable and fun.
The pizza is outrageously good. But see, unlike the Chinese restaurant, this was my first visit here. And even though the pizza was outrageously good.
And the beer list is great.
There was a canopy over us that had been patched up so many times, it just really looked bad. But I get it, saving money. But it had a hole in it. And guess where that water was dripping? One little drop. Yes, one little drop at a time. And I say to the waitress, there's a hole. If you go get me a pole or something, I can push it up and get the water out from there. It'll fall.
Or can you push it up first? That's what we asked.
So Miss V, as she insisted we call her, V for Virginia, went off, and then she came back about 5 minutes later, still nothing. I'm like, can you get me something? Well, I can't just go back there. I've got other orders. Okay. Now you've got to tone with me. That doesn't make me happy.
And she wanted us to move, which sounded like a big deal.
But there was no place to move.
Not
it was busy.
No.
So then she goes about 10 minutes later, after it's dripped a lot, and I am sitting back significantly from the table because I don't want to be dripped all over. She says, oh, an owner and the manager both just came in, and I mentioned to them, I can't just go back there and give you a broom to hit the ceiling. It was so ludicrous the way she said it.
And it was her tone, too. Like, she was annoyed by it.
So I made them aware. Folks, not one time did an owner or a manager come and say anything to us. Not one time. And it continued to drip the entire dinner. So I will not be back there. I refuse. And I refuse. Because they have not built up that reputation with me that I can forgive them.
But not only that, here's the thing, guys. In this day and age, it used to be where we were the only massage game in town. They used to be the only pizza game in town in Norfolk. Guess what? They're not anymore.
Yep, they're not anymore.
I could have taken our family to 5 different places. But I was like, let me find a place that's, good and fun, because this is Ceci's honestly first time really being in that section of Norfolk that I hang out in a lot.
Yep.
So I was trying to have the whole experience.
All the rest of it was a marvelous experience.
Like, talk about great customer service. So Decorum, oh my God. If you're ever in Norfolk, go to Decorum Furniture. They've got the best gift shop. But here's what else they had that was great. They had a window washer outside. It was a little bit before 10 before they opened. He goes, oh, it's open, going in. We thought he was part of the crew there. No, he wasn't. But the guy greeting the door never made us feel like, oh, these white women walked in.
Come on in. When the doors are open, just wander around and just enjoy yourself. And isn't it a beautiful day outside? And he had this lovely Swedish accent.
Yeah, and he had great conversations. He gave me his card as a follow-up going, hey.
Oh, my God.
Because Ceci found chairs that she had orgasms over.
I was going to say, and sitting in those chairs like, oh, my God, you need to come home with me.
Yeah.
At the tune of $4,000, but I'm toying with the idea.
I mean, look, you're going to have babies out of the house soon. Treat yourself.
Yeah, right. They're going to be coming back to visit. I don't know that I'm putting a $4,000 leather chair in my living room for them to come visit. Anyway, it was all about they exceeded my expectations.
And the girl who rang us up at the end,
she was lovely.
And she found I was getting married. She asked good questions. And just the whole thing was just delightful.
What was really cool, this is a furniture store that had a gift shop.
And the gift shop's cool.
For all little homey things. And just, we bought stuff.
Yeah, and we weren't planning
No, we weren't planning on it. So it was a good time. See, they met my expectations and exceeded it, and I'm excited to go back.
Yeah, and we weren't right to go in there. So when I can afford a piece of furniture there, I'm like, you know what?
Yes,
I'm going to invest
because you know why, Mona? I feel like if a piece of furniture broke that I bought from there,
remember Pier 1? Pier 1. Remember the chair and she sliced it and they fixed it?
Oh. Well, no. That's another story for another day. And they did fix it, and I love Pier 1. They were good.
Yeah, they were good. But you know what I mean?
And then I went back and bought that chair for a discount. Yes.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where you have to decide as a business owner. It goes back to those core values. We talked about this a couple episodes ago. one of your core values, maybe like mine again, is security. Lynn's is time freedom, freedom, and time.
Play with toys out in the yard that are going to wreck their wrist.
But the biggest thing is just like the expectations is that with your business is your core value ultimately has to be like service. And service isn't just giving great massages. Service isn't, having beautiful rooms all the time. Service is really when a customer is upset at you, you first say, I hear you. And you actually shut up and listen.
Acknowledgement. That goes a long way.
Because sometimes you don't know. We've told the story. I'm going to tell the story again. A while ago, Lynn had a CRV that had our name and phone number on the back of it. Okay. Yes. We were in line at Starbucks getting coffee for our group, and we had a big order. We should have parked and gotten into the store. We didn't.
I wasn't in the car at the time.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, it was Rachel and I?
Yes.
I thought you were there too.
Nope. I don't go to Starbucks.
Okay. I think you went with us.
I don't think so.
No, you did.
All right, fine.
Okay. So the lady behind us was really upset that we were taking forever. She actually looked us up, emailed us, and told us how rude we were. And I, instead of getting defensive, said, I'm so sorry. We were trying to treat our team.
No, what Mona's not telling you. She huffed and puffed through the office and made a lot of noises.
But I waited.
But then when she called the lady back, she was nice.
No, I didn't call the lady back. I just emailed her back after I'd calmed down and took the motion out. And I just said, we're so sorry. We were trying to treat our people. And I did it with just enough, humor and kindness. Well, she emails back and she's like, I'm sorry. I took out my day on you. I had just put my dad who has Alzheimer's in a home. That's such a difficult thing to do. So you know what I was able to do? I gave her a massage. I said, you're not even our customer, but I feel really bad that this happened to you. I don't know if she ever used it, but I'm sure she remembers it.
We're in a day and age where too often we don't feel like we're being heard. And if you can just give an ear to the voice that's talking to you and just truly listen, we're not a good society for being listeners. We all want to talk. If you take long enough to just listen to someone, it makes a difference in their day. And for even when people are having problems, a lot of times it's their perceived problems. I'll go back to talking about Sandy. When Sandy says to me, I think you should have tea and serve it after our massages because that's what they do at the Sanderling. I listened to her, but that didn't mean I had to agree with her. And I said, Sandy, when you start paying me the prices that you pay at the Sanderling, I'll be glad to give you tea. But I acknowledged her. I heard her. And so she didn't take offense to that. Listen, people.
Because what Lynn did was she reminded her, well, you're not at the Sanderling and you're not paying the price of the Sanderling.
Get a grip.
But if you want to, you by yourself can. Guess what? I will have a private tea stash for you. Because guess what? We're going to rent that time for you to sit in this room and drink this tea.
Oh, God.
If you want to do that, we will. If you have a client that's willing to pay to sit in your room. But no. If you have a client who's willing to pay, just sit in your room and drink tea, charge them for that and go, wait in the lobby. Make that money, girl.
Oh, God. So in today's society, customer service and vocal acknowledgement to people, get out of the technology. Some technology is very important, but it cannot replace you. It should be helpful to you and make your life easier and make someone else's life easier to communicate back and forth. But my mantra is, and this is true for text, if I have to type enough sentences that it goes to 2 bubbles, then I should have picked up the phone.
Yep, that's true. Or an email. If you've got somebody who sent you an email complaint or has a question, and it takes more than 2 sentences, no, pick up the phone. Now, again, and you guys know I love a good email marketing. I love that. But it's one of those things where it's, okay, I'll give you guys an example. I'm an excellent writer. I am an outstanding award-winning writer. We choose to do a podcast because we want you to hear our voices.
Yeah.
It's that intimate connection. And it's something so different. So I could write all the blog articles in the world, but we choose to you guys to hear us in your ears because we think that's really important, even more so than a video. That because we're vain and we don't want to have to get the good lighting all the time.
So technology's great. Find the good technology. Email marketing. I can't highly recommend Spa Boom and Demand Force. Love them.
Yeah.
And
also Gift Card Cafe. We have an affiliate link on our website. The guys over there are great. They don't work with Millennium Software. That's the only reason I haven't suggested them as a chance. I know because I'm willing to look at them because I'm willing to at this point. I'm going to talk to you about this on the podcast right now. I think instead of using Spa Boom, we use Spa Boom for the gift certificates because they work really well. But I think we have outgrown them website capacity. I think it's time for us to have a custom website.
We'll see. I must think on this.
Okay, I'm just going to plant that in your mind and go. Because, and here's the deal.
When you just went through a year of building a website. I don't want to do it again.
I know. But at the same time, what we can do is look at what the problem is causing. It's not working. We can't fix it really easily.
See, even after 22 years, you always have to continue to evolve to keep up. But again, I will say technology will not replace the one-on-one customer service.
So, dear Salon Clouds.
No. I'm not
bashing them, but I'm saying this. You have an opportunity to make your product better because there are people who need you because the app does work really well.
I find that it works probably very well for hairstylists, not so much for spas. There's a lot of things out there for spas.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things where I just, when you're investing in technology in your business, I think that was our mistake, is that we went with something that wasn't built for our business.
I thought it was, but lesson learned, and it's time to move on.
It is time to move on. So, speaking of what is built for your business, Spapreneur membership is coming, ladies. Make sure you sign up for the waiting list. Those of you who are on the waiting list will get the best pricing I will ever offer on this membership. The best pricing.
What about the guys?
Guys too. Yeah, let's talk about that really fast. Yes, the majority of DuPont mentioned this the other day. We were chatting about 6 pillars, and he goes, "What? You don't let women in?" Blah blah. And I'm like,
"No, let guys in."
Yeah, you don't let guys in. That's sexism. And he does this whole thing. I'm like, okay,
no guys signed up.
Yeah, I'm like, they have every opportunity. I will take your money. And we will give you good advice, because guess what? We work with several men in our day spa that work and that have great businesses.
Yeah.
You know, and we actually do. I work really well with guys. You know, so I'm just saying, if you need coaching, dude, I mean, again, particularly if you like college basketball, you and I will have loads of fun. You know, go Hoos. We're number 1. We held Pittsburgh to 7.5 points. Oh my God, it's a miracle. Okay. So, Spapreneur membership, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming. I'm super excited about that. With the membership, you get unlimited access to our library of all of our books, our courses. We will be having monthly workshops added every month of things that you need to know. Special guest speakers. You will have access informed to me. And we're going to be doing mastermind calls where you can come live with me to talk to me about your direct issues. I'm still going to offer private coaching, but those hours are really limited because I'm really invested in, I want to serve more of you. And I want to do it in a way that makes sense. So I'm investing in the good technology that I know works. So we won't have any, hopefully, issues. I'm knocking on wood right now. But I'm really excited about this because it will allow me to serve more of you in a direct way. I love having our Facebook group, but I don't know if you guys noticed in Facebook. I don't know if you noticed this, Ceci. If you scroll through, it doesn't show you the full threads anymore.
Oh, no, I hadn't noticed.
So Facebook groups are changing.
I told you, I don't get onto Facebook all that often. Well,
here's the deal with it, and this is why the email list is so important, guys. I know a lot of day spa experts right now are talking about, don't do that to your microphone. I'm talking to Ceci. Are talking about using Facebook groups instead of like an email list or that sort of thing. Don't do that. The reason why, it's on rented land, and Facebook could decide to shut those down at any time. And then what do? So if you build your client list on Facebook, if you build your client list on Twitter, if you build your client list on Instagram, what happens to those platforms shut down?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why the email list is so important, guys. So guess what? I own our 9,000 emails. We own them. Those are ours. So that's the reason why this is powerful. So Spapreneur membership. This is episode 36 of Spapreneur. Spapreneur.com/036 is where you're going to find information about the membership, or simply go to Spapreneur.com/membership. Get yourself on the waiting list, because those people who are on the waiting list get the absolute best pricing I will ever offer this as. Woo-hoo! Very, very exciting. And Ceci, I'm very sorry you did not get your Chinese food that day.
It's okay.
You had fried okra, though.
I had fried okra. That's right. It was good.
All right, guys. We will see you next episode.
Yep.
Bye.
Need more actionable steps to get your spa headed in the right direction? Head to spapreneur.com, where we've got the tools, tricks, and methods to making your spa as successful as it can be. Spapreneur.com.